All right, welcome everybody to this NX for Manufacturing Tech Tip. My name's Derek Hart. I'll be your host today. We have a great topic to discuss. It's called DNC Connect for NX. I need to pass on some information about the on-air system that we're using. This is a new webinar delivery system for us. We've not used this Google Hangouts on air before, so it'll be new to us and new to you, and hopefully we'll all find it to be wonderful. This is essentially a live stream to the YouTube viewer. So during the live stream, I will be the disembodied white Siemens logo that you see pulsing in your screen right now. That's basically the avatar of our Siemens Google account. And the system is always showing the current broadcast image for whichever person has the microphone. So when I'm talking, you'll see this logo. When Ralph is talking, you'll see his screen share because Ralph is the one sharing his screen. That'll be much more entertaining. You would have found this on the NX for Manufacturing community pages. There was an announcement made as a forum post. Probably you saw that. It would have directed you to see the knowledge base article on this topic, which would have included embedded there the YouTube viewer for this live stream. So you can view it right on that page in the community, or you could launch it out as an independent YouTube window from there if you chose. The Hangout system, the Hangouts on Air system, has a Q&A capability that should be available to you at this point as you're looking through the YouTube player. In case you have any difficulty finding that Q&A player on the YouTube, we will also be monitoring the post in the discussion forum where this webinar was announced and the knowledge base article. So feel free to post questions there in the community in those appropriate places, and we'll do our best to scoop up those and answer them at the end. So that's the webinar system. Like I said, hopefully we'll find it all to be pretty satisfying. And at this point, I'd like to just introduce Ralph Stetter. Ralph Stetter's from A+B Solutions, and he's helped us out with tech tips in the past on Shop Floor Connect for Teamcenter. He always does a great job for us, very knowledgeable about the connectivity processes between NX and Teamcenter and the shop floor solutions as well. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Ralph, and for the most part, I'll stay mute so that you don't see my pulsing white logo. You'll see Ralph's screen instead. So take it away, Ralph. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much, Derek. So, hello everybody. I'm your entertainer today. As Derek told you, my name is Ralph Stetter. I'm the Managing Director of A+B Solutions, and I want to present you the DNC Connect solution today. So, I will show you some slides, some explanation, what is the solution all about, what is the value of the solution, what you can get from it, and after the slides we will go in a live presentation so that you get a better look and feel about it. So let's start with the slides. And so DNC Connect, as it's shown on the first slide, is a solution for native NX CAM users. So what is it all about? So if we look today on our customers and many also on the NX CAM users, there is a big need of CAM data management, because if you are working with a 3D CAM system like NX CAM, this is producing a lot of files, a lot of data and information. And normally what you are doing, the files will be stored in some folders, in some directories. The problem on this, it's okay, you have to manage it by yourself, by your brain, by your mind, and you have to look that everything works and that you take the right versions and the right data to work on it. So overall, it's more or less insecure. It's not really transparent in the folder, so you have to think about naming conventions, about numbering conventions, and so on. And for sure, it's no revision, no version control of it. For this, it's not really a cost-effective management of data, and it's also a big effort for you as a person to be up to date. So much nicer would be a properly managed CAM solution. So in a secure way, in a transparent way, also that I have a version control. So this is normally in a managed environment with NXCAM. You can do it with Teamcenter. But many of you are smaller, sometimes smaller companies, mid-sized companies who do not have quite big IT infrastructure. So you need something, let's say, light, something easy to use out of the box. So that's what we created with DNC Connect. So there is a real lightweight implementation. It's based on the Teamcenter architecture behind. It's on the database, but you don't need need a big IT infrastructure. There is no need for Teamcenter clients or something else. Everything is based on NXCAM. So the NXCAM UI is your UI to manage and to search the data. And as well, you can combine then the solution at the end with ShopFloor Connect to connect your shop floor, to connect your operators, to connect the machines directly, to get the data and to get the information to the shop floor directly to the operator. So CAM data must be managed. That's what I told you. So there is the manufacturing plan. So you have to do your CAM for the different operation steps, and you create NC programs. You create tooling lists, shop documentations, and this has to go to the shop floor. So at first, the operator has to view it. On the other side, you have to transfer the data to the CNC machine and optimize data back to the managed environment. But the challenges that we have here, how to manage. So as I said, normally we will see it's based on folder structure. Is the data transparent for everybody? Mostly not. So there's only one guy on every time on the shop floor who is the guy who knows everything. So if this guy is missing, the trouble starts. So also there is no transparency. Also, do I use the correct version? How do I know that the data that I find is the latest and greatest? And what about changes? Are they tracked? So if are changes in the CAM area, how do I get the information very quick to the operator? Also, what happens if changes are done on the shop floor? How do I get this back in my managed environment? So is the data secured? For sure not. On a folder structure, the data is really not secured. And how to connect the NC machine. So running, I think, with USB sticks to the machine, it's not really up-to-date digital environment. So normally you should connect the machines directly with your software over a digital hardware and software environment. So these are the challenges. So as we said, the CAM data will be kept in simple folders. So this means we have to do the management by ourselves. As I said, it's in your mind, in your brain, but we can do it much better in a more secured, in a more transparent, and in a more actual way. Why don't we use the PLM solution for that? So for sure, if you see PLM, it's some of you are thinking, oh, that's quite big, but for sure you can handle it in a very easy way. That's on a base installation, as I said, let's say having the PLM environment of Teamcenter as a DNC server or management of manufacturing data in the back. You do not have to do anything with the Teamcenter environment. You are only working on your NXCAM environment and UI. And for this, you have the value of it, that everything will be managed. Everything will be managed in a secured way. You have revision control. You have version control of it. And also it's secured to the shop floor, that only the latest and greatest data goes to the shop floor. So DNC Connect makes it really easy. So as I said, it's everything. It's integrated and in the NXChem UI. So you will see it later on in the live presentation. So it's the UI is look and feel like NXChem UI, NXChem user UI that you normally know, that you are working every day with. It's really easy to use from NXChem, so you can manage your output data, like the NC programs, like the tooling sheets, like shop documentation, and you do it directly in your NXChem environment. So no Teamcenter clients or everything must be used. Only we are using the structure and the architecture of the Teamcenter database in the back. And all the work packages that you create with all the information out from NXChem can then be handed off to over ShopFlow Connect directly to the machines. So the operator can view the data, can download the data, and can upload optimized data back to the managed environment. So create the work package directly from NX. So as you can see, so the post output files, you can select the machine, you can select also a status, is it approved, is it locked, is it in check mode. It's also, when you start from the data management point of view, you can assign a number in the background from the Teamcenter environment, or you type in your own number. Normally you can assign a number from the number generator. Then you can also do revisions, so A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, as you want it, from your for your NXChem work packages as well. As I said, or the whole chem output can be managed there, and also the status can be set, because the status is also used in at the end for the operator. So only the approved work packages can be viewed and downloaded to the shop floor. The other ones, the check or logged ones, the check ones can be only viewed but not downloaded. The logged ones, you don't get access to it. So also this status, this workflow, these integrated workflows that we have here, supporting also that the shop floor, the operator, only gets the latest and greatest. You can assign your workplace, so we also integrate your shop floor structure with all the machines, and at the and with the management of the data, you can also assign the workplace or the workplace group this work package is assigned to. You can search and visualize your managed data, so you can search over NXChem in the data structure behind. You can search for a different number, for revision, you can also input some description if you want, and as well you can hand off the whole things to ShopFlow Connect. So ShopFlow Connect is directly connected to the managed environment of Teamcenter in the back. So also we have this seamless process chain from the NXChem environment down to the shop floor area, so that the operators can only get the data they are allowed to see as well they need to manufacture their parts. So as you see, work package creation goes automatically down to the access in ShopFlow Connect. So what is possible? There are, let's say, different steps or different ways are possible to use your data. Let's say there is, from a licensing point of view, it's much easier, and also it's an entry-level environment. So it's also from a cost point of view, it's very attractive at the end. So we have the DNC Connect includes the functionality that we can store the data in the Teamcenter environment in the back over an NXCAM and the DNC Connect client. Also, we can combine it with the manufacturing resource library with the MRL Connect. So also this Connect initiative from Siemens. So it's also scalable. So you can manage your data on a native environment. You can manage your tools on, if you are on a native environment, and you can connect over the MRL Connect and the DNC Connect client to Teamcenter in the back with the integrated Teamcenter licenses. There are no additional Teamcenter licenses needed in this way. So DNC Connect is storing the work packages information in Teamcenter using the NXCAM UI in this way. So for the NXCAM users, in what are the different steps? So you create your NC programs, your work instruction, output files. Over DNC Connect, you store your data and work package and NC output, everything what you create in the managed database in the back, and over ShopFlow Connect, over the ShopFlow Connect machine tool clients, you can directly access this data from the shop floor by the operator and also by the machine. So this is all what is needed for a managed environment. On the one side for your work package, on the other side to connect or to integrate your shop floor with this managed environment. And for sure, you need an NXCAM native installation for it to use these add-ons as well. So, but also you can include, or as I said, it's scalable. So you can also add the manufacturing resource library, so the MRL Connect stuff. So you can not only manage your NC work packages and connect this with the shop floor, you can also integrate your resources in the manufacturing over the manufacturing resource library, using that with NXCAM as well in when you program your parts, your CAM files, using the resource library for the tools, for the fixtures, and so on, and manage all the stuff at the end, the output with DNC Connect. And also this information can also be then connected over ShopFlow Connect directly by the operator. We can also, an additional step can be not only the output files can be stored, we can also store the NXCAM part files at the end if we want. So this can be done over the NX embedded client. So I need in addition then the NX embedded client, and I can save the part files as well, not only the output files, in this managed environment. So again, everything is done by the NXCAM UI, so no additional Teamcenter clients or anything is needed. Every licenses you need are embedded in this different solutions. So the licenses that you need, that's some overview how which kind of licenses I need to work with it. So these are different license options, as you saw in the former slides. The whole solution, as you can see it here, is scalable. So it's up to you how you want to start, how you want to go. Do you want to start with the MRL Connect? Do you want to start with ShopFlow Connect, with DNC Connect and then ShopFlow Connect? Or also I want to, in addition, I want to add also the part files into the managed environment. You can do this step by step. So there is no need to buy everything at once. You can do it, as I said, it's scalable, so you can do it step by step here. So also, if we look in an overview how this is looking like on a customer-based environment and installation. So you have your NXCAM native environment. So for every NXCAM native license, you need a DNC Connect user license. In addition, we have the DNC Connect machine tool server. So with this machine tool server, I can support 20 machines in the shop floor. I can connect 20 machines. They will be connected over the shop floor Connect machine tool client. So if you have more than 20 machines, you only have to add an additional server for another 20. As we said, in this license structure, all the Teamcenter licenses that we needed are integrated, so there is no additional Teamcenter license here. Only the database and the architecture in the back will be automatically installed with the DNC Connect or MRL Connect installation. So, and to connect the machines, you need for any machine a ShopFlow Connect machine tool client, so that you can download and upload data as well, that the operator can view all the work NXCAM work packages that you create. So that's it from a slide point of view. I now want to switch to the real solution. So I want to show you how this is looking like, how this works. So I have a simple program here, only to make it to show you in an easy way how this works in NXCAM. By the way, we support the NXCAM from version 8.5 up to the actual version of NXCAM. So if you are not deeper than NXCAM 8.5, you can use DNC Connect. So starting this, so we have here a program. So I want to create or to revise this program. So I will say I want to generate a new toolpath. So as you have, so you get your data from a customer or from your engineers in the engineering department, and you get your part, and now you have to let's say you have to make your CAM program, and at the end, if you have done your CAM program, you have to generate your tool passes and doing your post output and also your tooling sheets or what else. So what we're doing here, we are creating our tooling path. Okay, so two of them are done. So now I want to do my post. So I have here the post, doing the post process. Okay. Oh, this is my post. So this is my NC program. I want to store later on and manage as well. I want to create a shop documentation, can do it in different ways. So let's say do the operation list here and the text file. Okay, this is the operation list, doing like this. Can be much more. You have created a fixture plan, or if you are using the new NXCAM work instructions, they are also supported by this, so you can also manage the NXCAM work instructions over DNC Connect as well. So at the end, okay, this is what I need. So I have my NC program, I have my tooling sheet. That's okay for me in the moment. So I want to manage this post output. So this was my former work package I stored. So I create now a new one. I will assign a new number with a new revision. I give a name to it, like let's say DNC Connect example. So, and I create this. So let's create. So now I created a new number, a new, let's say, item number, NC program number. It makes no difference how you call that. So it's a new number who identifies my my part, my NC program in the back, and I close this now. Now I can also look and add, so I can see it. So I have here an NC program and have a document here who can, so I can some machines or remove here my machine. I also have machine who can support this and program that I created, and as well so this is the data. So this is managed now by my database. So going back, so I close this now, and I okay, so show me, because I don't have this status on the program, because I want to look to me at the end to give proof for the top floor. So to do some here. So let's see. Let's go now. Sorry, how it's looking like in my shop floor area. So now we are changing connect. So this is my shop floor connect in more. So it's an easy to view all the data, manage it would be connect. I'm deciding for this machine. I'm getting here I can on paper what the NC program you have to do, or up. So I'm search for that. Okay, now I can see I have now.
Hey, Ralph, I'm going to interrupt you for just a second. Sorry about that. The audio to me is sounding a little funky. Hopefully it doesn't sound that way to everybody, but I think maybe just by switching back and forth here, maybe we'll clear that up. So I'll go back on mute and you carry on. We'll see if that's better.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now I'm showing you how it's looking like. So I have here the NC program. We have approved it, so we can look. Okay, this is the NC program we created. Also, I have a shop document. That is this text. It's okay. The operation list is my difference that I had here. Okay, looks good. As I said, much more, but then we want to transfer the machine. So I start to transfer now, and now this program will be downloaded to the machine directly. If we have network connected machines to a shared folder or to the NC, it's up to the type of machine to control the type. As well, we can also upgrade the older machine who have a serial interface. We can connect them as well with additional hardware, with a COM box. We can also integrate them in network. So that's it. So that's fine. So I downloaded the program. I also want to query the database. So I'm now looking for program that I have stored. So I want to look for the M248 that downloaded. So do we have them here? Yes, we do. So view, and he's showing me the information I'd won. I get the revision, so that's revision A, that's an additional name. Also, who are the work areas that I can use this program, means that they're the different machines. I have here the NC program, that's the approved one. So let's see, let's view it. Okay, this is the one. Okay, as well, I have here an addition art or text file with my operation. So I can not own n files and let it give different status to it. So, and also, let's see what I want to do. I can also log here again, say, okay, I saved it, because the program will be not anymore, should be not anymore available for the operator because it's an position or something else. So this is how it works. This is the end of my so from this lesson from the live question. So as you can see, it's easy to use. It's everything. It's based on NXChem. So you will do all your stuff as a chem programmer. You are in your NXChem environment. You don't have to change your operator if you the shop with a shop operator as well. Have easy to use interface where you can connect, manage the database in the back. He can also get all information he needs, like parts, download the program machine, we can also upload, and can secure that only the latest and greatest goes to the machine as well. So from my point of view, I'm now, and I'm open for any questions.
Hey, thanks, Ralph. That was really good. I'm not sure if the audience was hearing that strange audio that I was hearing. I hope not. Some of it was getting pretty strange there, but I think the concepts come through in any case. We're basically taking our NX native plain NX UI and connecting down to the DNC system in the shop floor. I've been looking, the Q&A widget here in our webinar system has not provided any questions, so that probably means that we're explaining ourselves very well and there's no questions available. We did have questions prior to the event that showed up in the community itself. We're still looking there for additional questions if people have them to post. Go ahead and post them in the community as well. I think we answered that. The question had to do with if there were additional licenses that are required. Hopefully the PowerPoint section of the presentation made that pretty clear. There's actually several different ways that you can go from having an NX native environment installation and adding on some of this connectivity. Some of it we're more familiar with. The mock packages that we've offered for years provide that connectivity for the NX part files. This, in a similar way, would then add connectivity for the NC output files down to the shop floor systems. Now, the shop floor systems, of course, are separate pieces, separate purchase pieces, and the connectivity then for the NX native environment would be an additional piece of that. So it goes together pretty easy. They're pretty painless pieces of software to put together and install as needed. Hopefully you'll find it that way, and clearly we can answer additional questions about that if you have them. I will say that I'm pretty excited about the breadth of opportunity that's become available to our NX native users It used to be that all of the good stuff went in, all of this good data connectivity stuff went in for our full Teamcenter installation customers, and we still have, of course, a lot of shops and customers that are not full Teamcenter customers, but are interested in these things nonetheless. The MRL Manufacturing Resource Library is a good example of that. The Shop Floor Connect system is a good example of that, and now we have the MRL Connect to get our native users connected to the MRL, and now the DNC Connect to get our native users connected down to the shop floor systems. Yeah, exactly. If I'd stopped talking, you could see Ralph's screen. But okay, so it looks like we've come through about 40 minutes here, so we should probably wrap this up. Ralph, we appreciate your time and your expertise. Thanks for this. And encourage everybody who's on the live event at this point to go ahead and continue asking questions in the community. Obviously, the community articles will be there over time for people to ask questions in the future as well, and YouTube page as well. So we'll be looking for all of that and provide the questions and feedback. And hope everybody enjoyed this event. We'll look forward to the next one.
Yeah. Thanks to everybody who joined the event, and I'm like to see your questions if we have additional questions later. Thanks.